Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning back in. The GTA Online Christmas event for 2025 has begun this week here. It is a 3-week event, and today on the show, we're going to be going over all of the biggest and most major changes that Rockstar has made to the game because, of course, with the Christmas event comes, well, soon to be snow, not necessarily this week, but soon. Plus, we have all of the other Christmas decorations that have arrived in-game, and we're going to be talking about those and everything else you can get specifically for this week, plus all the standard money bonuses, discounts, limited time rare vehicles, and more. There is a lot to go over, so thank you guys so much for tuning back in, and let's get started. One of the new Christmas changes themselves, besides that, red festive tree hat that you can actually unlock, is the Christmas and holiday decorations inside of your mansion. So just, in I guess you can consider it the main foyer here. You get the Christmas lights. You also have the Christmas tree right here with ornaments, lights, and a bunch of presents under the tree itself. So that's overlooking Los Santos if you're in the Richmond Villa, and it's looking very, very nice. If we move in over to the living room, it's the same thing. We have some presents over there on the side dresser cabinets area, and then we also have some more Christmas lights, etc. And there's also some music playing from under the tree too, which is cool. And then for the last location inside of your nightclub area inside of your mansion, we also have some more Christmas lights and decorations here. For those of you out there who have already been on the Rockstar propaganda mailing list or the old one, whether you're a new subscriber to their email or not, this is not the early community news or anything like that. This is just, their different status updates and their advertisements and stuff like that. But they also will email you whenever there's a new DLC to promote it and stuff like that. Either way, if you subscribe to their mailing list, you will receive the red festive tree hat within 72 hours of logging in to GTA Online. So that is available from today, December the 18th, all the way through New Year's Eve on December the 31st. Now, for some actual new content for this particular weekly event here in GTA, well, I guess it's new for players who haven't had GTA Plus, right? Because the Progen Luiva, as well as the Vapid FMJ Mark V, have both released now on Legendary Motorsport. If you guys have been playing for the past week of the Mansion's DLC release, and you have GTA Plus, well, you've had the opportunity to get these cars, but now it's unlocked for all players as the new DLC. So that is actually new this week. Every single player now can buy these vehicles on all platforms. The Progen Luiva is going to cost you $2.697 million, and the Vapid FMJ Mark V, $2.965. Both of these are extremely worth it, that's for sure. And then in addition to that, before we go into the discounts, because of course you guys saw that discount right there, we do have a free Super Velito Carbon, which you could pick up. On the Newswire, it said you could get it for free. That's strange. Not the Newswire, but the pre-Newswire from community sources, which get an email directly from Rockstar detailing stuff early. That was supposed to be free content. Maybe it's not supposed to be for this particular week. Maybe it's for the next one, but I want to cover it in this video. That was mentioned in the notes verbatim. Buckingham Super Velito Carbon from Elitist Travel is free content. If you guys think back to before the Mansion update, Rockstar did tease that we're getting a free vehicle. This is supposed to be it. But it's not free this week. It's still going to cost you $3.33 million. I mean, either way, you can get this for free if you have the agency, right? You just take the agency Super Velito Carbon, fly it to your hangar, and you get to keep a copy of it for free as a personal vehicle. So there is that. And then when it comes to the rest of the Christmas rewards and the Christmas content, all of that stuff is coming if it's not already in the game right now. Like, for example, the snow is still coming on December the 23rd. That's not supposed to begin this week, so if you don't have snow, that's intentional. But when it comes to everything else, all the returning holiday content like the Yeti Hunt, the Gooch outfit and event, the Weasel Plaza shootout, the E-Cola Happy Holidays hauler, and the festive modes, as well as all the gifts that we usually get, those are coming December the 23rd, I believe. At least the festive gifts are for sure coming the 23rd. All the holiday content events, I mean, I guess this is the start of the Christmas update, so they should be starting now, but it's kind of weird without snow if they're actually going to be in game. All I know is snow is supposed to be December the 23rd, and same with the actual Christmas gifts. But keep an eye out for all the events, because that could be starting this week as well. Here we are at what should be my grass farm to talk about the money bonuses for this week, because we do have double money on the grass sale missions. This includes your MC business, your actual grass farm here itself, plus the organic produce product at your nightclub if you assign a technician to that, with the mansion production boost and the double money on the grass farm sell missions this week. You're making up to $458,000 an hour. As you can see, my grass farm is totally empty because at some point like a month ago, this place got raided because I just had product sitting here and I was selling to street dealers. That's usually what I do. And I just had too much product. It got raided. I saw the notification pop up. I'm like, I'm not driving up here to the Sanchiansky mountain range to go and eliminate and like clear the raid. I'm just changing sessions and I lost everything, and I haven't reset up the business since. That's how little I care about MC businesses and generating product with these, because it's a total pain in the butt with the sell missions. But with the double money opportunity and the mansion production boost stack this week, I mean, I think I'll just at least do one resupply and then sell. That way I'm always guaranteed a single vehicle and I can make a ton of money that way. But we also have some other opportunities. So if you go to the job section, go to play job, Rockstar created, and then we go to where it says adversary mode, the featured series for this week is Overtime Rumble. This is paying out double money and double RP. And in addition to that, the community series playlist and jobs are paying out double money and double RP, or if you have GTA Plus, 4 times money. Now I will have a guide on how to make money with this stuff later in the week, but those are the main money bonuses. We have some other opportunities, and these are particular and specific to different types of events and things like that. So for the weekly challenge, which we'll discuss very fast here, we have a different weekly challenge for each week of the Christmas event. But for this particular week, you can make $300,000 for completing the weekly challenge, as well as unlock the Krampus sweater. And all you have to do for this particular weekly challenge is sell $100,000 worth of product across all of your businesses. So if you just do, say for example, one bunker sale with a single vehicle and make the 210 grand, you already completed the weekly challenge. You obviously made the money for selling the business, but you are also making $300,000 for completing the weekly challenge. We also have another bonus, which is different from the actual money bonuses on the grass farm or the weekly challenge for this week, and it's the Cluck and Bell finale bonuses set we have. So normally you make 500k for completing the Cluck and Bell finale, but if you also complete it this week as a leader, so you're a host or you're a leader and you're playing with a friend, you will make an additional 500k as a one-time bonus. And if you also complete the Cluck and Bell farm raid finale as an associate or bodyguard, so if you're helping out a friend or a random player, you'll also make $500,000 there. So you'll make $1.5 million for playing through the Cluck and Bell farm raid twice this week. You know, you get your normal payment as a host of 500k, you also get the bonus of 500k, so $1 million right there. You do it a second time and you help out a friend as an associate or bodyguard, you'll make another $500,000 plus the additional money you get for the missions, I guess, just helping them out, right? At the Diamond Casino and Resort, your Lucky Wheel podium vehicle is this beautiful Balakan Envisage. It's rear-wheel drive, it's an electric sports car, it's got very linear acceleration, it doesn't have that strong of a launch though compared to some top-tier sports cars. It does benefit heavily from its high downforce multipliers though. I think it's like 1.9 over average, so, or 1.9x, so almost twice the downforce you'd get with a normal vehicle, so it's very stable at high speed. The braking's solid and predictable. You know, you can brake late and you're not going to upset the vehicle or anything like that. It does have a slightly heavier feel though, so, you know, you want clean racing lines and smooth throttle input. If you're just like mashing on the brakes trying to take a turn, it may not be the best for you. It's just better for like setting a consistent lap time than rather being like the absolute fastest. We didn't win it, we only got 5,000 RP. Also, while I'm here, don't forget about your daily visitorships at the cashier as well. Here at the LS Car Meet, your prize ride for this event is the Pfister Comet Safari, and as you can see, it's wrapped in the limited time trees camo livery. All you need to do to unlock this vehicle is just win one LS Car Meet series race. That's it. So you could unlock it today just by going into a drag race with one other player, winning, and you get this car for free. Like I said, with last week's event, when it was on discount, I was like, hold off, because we'll probably get this version or the candy cane livery on the Comet Safari, because there's 2 Christmas liveries for this vehicle, so hold off on buying it. You know, that way I said, even if we don't get it for free this week, turns out we did, but even if we didn't, you were only going to save like 200 grand, so it's not like that big of a deal anyway. But when it comes to this car, I mean, I gotta be honest, that livery is like piss ugly. The candy cane livery is way better, but balanced performance with this vehicle. It's very, very similar to the Brawler in terms of like it has like a mix of traits from it, but not as bad. This is a much better version of the Brawler. Excellent at off-road races because it has great suspension. It's perfect for all sorts of bumps and uneven terrain. It's going to be hanging in there in the same league as like the Omnis or even the Tropos Rally if you're doing some like rally style race or event. It's not great in a straight line. It's definitely suited for more technical, twisty off-road trails rather than pure speed races. And then also watch out with that lifted suspension, because you do get higher ground clearance and just like better suspension travel, but you're at risk of rollover because of the higher center of gravity. So just be careful driving this vehicle. You don't want to get hurt driving it before Christmas, you know what I'm saying? This should probably delight a lot of you. We finally have a new claimable vehicle at the salvage yard. So starting off with the Gangbanger Robbery, you can actually unlock this Vapid Click here. This will come wrapped with the limited time Merry Clickmas livery, and you also get the Liberty City license plate on this car. Next up, the Bravado Buffalo STX is this week's mid-range vehicle featured in the cargo ship robbery, and then the Ocelot Virtue is this week's top-range vehicle featured in the podium robbery. As you can see, this is the only claimable version. Now, since this Christmas event lasts 3 weeks long, we're just going to have these same vehicles, so you can technically claim 3 versions of the click. It's probably just going to be these same vehicle robberies. Rockstar didn't list any detailed versions for, you know, the next 2 weeks, but you'll just be able to do these robberies, you know, at once every single week. And since this event lasts 3 weeks long, you'll be able to do each of these robberies 3 times. When it comes to our property discount for the week, it is 40% off the Grass Farm business, all Grass Farm locations, plus all associated upgrades and modifications. So the equipment upgrade, the staff upgrade, as well as the security upgrade. My location isn't showing up because it's the one that I own, but it's the cheapest one because it's the Sanchiansky Mountain Range location, and I believe you can get that for $429,000 this week with that 40% off discount. But here are the other locations you can buy. When it comes to the actual upgrades and the cost, the equipment upgrade now costs $594,000 instead of $900K. Or maybe it was $990. I don't know. I'm not sure. The staff upgrade is $163,000 instead of $270,000, and then the security upgrade is $188,000 instead of $313,000 this week. And then when it comes to our vehicle discounts for this Christmas event, let's discuss, because the discounts we have are, I would just say, like, okay, for a standard weekly event, they're just fine, but for 3 weeks of these same exact discounts, honestly, they could have given us some better ones. And usually we have some really good opportunities for Christmas, just like we did with Black Friday, but this year doesn't appear to be the case. Anyways, the Pegasi Reaper is on sale for 30% off. You can get this for $1.116 million. I would recommend buying this. It's a good car to own in this game. The Anus Deities featured here, 30% off, $968,000. Also worth purchasing, but maybe one of the last ones you should prioritize. We have the Declassy Walton L35, 30% off, $1.169 million. This is also worth buying. It's a great off-roader. The Anis Remus featured here, you can get this for $719,000 at 30% off. This is worth buying. It's a great LS Tuners vehicle right here. Same with the Dinka RT 3000, also worth buying, I would say, at $900,000 or 30% off. The Albany Brigham, which is featured here for $1.05 million. You can get this car for 30% off. I would just say consider buying it. It's not absolutely a must-have, but it's not trash either for what it's meant for. Of course, players just love it for the Ecta 1 nostalgia when it comes to the Ghostbusters livery, things like that. On Warstock, one of the vehicles you can get is 30% off the Insurgent, so $628,000 or $472,000 with the trade price. You can, of course, turn this, once you own it, into the Insurgent pickup custom afterwards. This is worth buying this week. Some discounts on Elitist Travel. The Sea Sparrow you can get for $1.27 million. I mean, it's basically exactly the same as the normal Sparrow, but the difference is this can, like, land on the water and stuff like that. But the normal Sparrow that you get for $1.8 million with the Kasaka as a Moonpool vehicle upgrade, I mean, that's just better overall. This one, I mean, I would just consider buying it. It's just an extra. You can keep it as a personal vehicle rather than just a service vehicle. That is nice. And then the last vehicle, you need to come to a specific location. It's on Benny's. So the Progen Itali GTB is on sale here, 30% off for $832,000. You still need to convert it into the Progen Itali GTB custom for the full price. The Benny's upgrade isn't what's discounted. It's just the actual Benny's vehicle itself. So this is the version, the non-custom Benny's version that you're getting here on discount. This is worth owning. I would own a normal one, a stock version, and then also get the Itali GTB custom. So get a second one on discount and then turn that one into the Benny's custom version, because both are worth owning and driving in this game. And when it comes to the gun van this week, if you guys are watching today on Thursday, December the 18th, the gun van is currently located at the Palmer Taylor Power Station. So I'll zoom into the map and you can see where we are right here. And then when it comes to the stock and selection at the gun van, if you're a GTA Plus member, you can take 40% off the stun gun featured here. We also have the service carbine featured back. This is 40% off for all players. The combat shotguns featured here, the compact grenade launcher, the vintage pistol, the up and atomizer, which is a must buy. Same with that service carbine as well as the stun gun if you have that discount. The unholy hellbringer and the railgun. As you guys know, the railgun is also worth it at full price. Same with the up and atomizer. So make sure to pick up these two for sure. Now, usually at Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsport, we have limited time rare and removed vehicles, but for this Christmas event, we have just cars you can get off in-game websites, but we have just like a very unique set of options. We usually don't see these featured here. So starting off, we'll move left to right. This is the Pfister Comet S2 Cabrio, as you can see with the Santa's new sled livery. This car has excellent acceleration, top speed, and overall good grip. It can rival even some of the better supercars in the game in terms of straight line performance. The handling, I would say, is good, but you have to be careful. The only bad thing about the actual grip that this car has is the pendulum effect, and that's what makes you lose traction. Basically, the rear end will swing side to side. A Porsche shouldn't be doing that, but this one does, and it's quite unfortunate. Either way, $1.797 million purchase price. Next up, the HVY Night Shark featuring this beautiful Deck the Halls livery. This vehicle is great for off-road. This guy just up and died on us. I just looted money and he just died. Did he have a heart attack? Maybe that was his reaction to me talking about that Porsche, saying it's good despite the pendulum effect. I don't know. Either way, with the Night Shark, excellent off-road handling, super heavy armor, front-mounted machine guns by default. You can withstand multiple explosive hits, up to 8 RPGs or 26 homing missiles. It's definitely one of the best armored vehicles for free mode, and it offers outstanding utility and value. Definitely a good solo-friendly vehicle, and you could buy it for $1.264 million, which is not that much at all. Next, the Dune FAV featuring this It's a Wrap livery. I didn't even know the Dune FAV had a Christmas livery for it. Either way, strong speed, agility, good off-road performance. You get multiple weapon options, including a turret, you get a grenade launcher, you have a minigun, proximity mines, but it has extremely light armor and obviously open cabin design, so whether you're in the driver or passenger seat, you're completely vulnerable to gunfire and explosive damage. And if you want to buy it, it's actually free, so you can get that for $0 this week. This is just a claimable vehicle here featured, which is nice. I did not know. Rockstar did not detail that on their early event newswire, so that's kind of cool. Next, the Ocelot Ardent featuring the Candy Cane livery. This car, acceleration-wise, it's quick. It's got good stable handling, strong braking, a lot of understeer at higher speeds, but the good thing about it is you have built-in machine guns, so those are effective for lightly armored targets, and it's very stylish, even with the Christmas livery. If you want to pick it up, $1.154 million. Then we have the Albany Alpha. This is probably the cheapest car of the week. High top speed and quick acceleration, but it's got a lot of wheel spin. It's a very long vehicle. It's as long as like an Anus Cognoscenti, but it's like half the weight in game. It's rear wheel drive as well. It's got good handling and braking, so it's just good for like casual cruising around the map. If you want to pick it up, $150,000 this week. Also at the LS Car Meet for this week, we have the 3 test drive vehicles to check out. So first up, the Declassi Vamos, which is a muscle car that looks really great, but it's notoriously difficult to control. It's kind of bad performance-wise. It has a really strong tendency to spin out at high speed. It struggles with aggressive driving. If you're a collector or more of a style-focused player, this is perfect. But if you're chasing muscle car performance, this is not the vehicle for you. $596,000 purchase price. Next up, the Vapid Click. This one doesn't have any Christmas livery. This is going to be your classic 1950s muscle car, though. It delivers surprisingly good speed and cornering, especially when you use the handbrake to take a turn really sharply. It's not going to rival a top-tier muscle car in the game, but handling-wise, feels very unique. Just good mid-range performance, and again, important for vehicles, it's just enjoyable to drive. That's what matters. $909,000 purchase price. Next up, this is what I was driving at the beginning of today's video, the Dubachi 770. This car boasts a very strong top speed because it actually is one of the few sports cars in the game that has a 6-speed gearbox instead of 5-speed, funny enough. It does have a heavier weight. It's got rear wheel drive, so that's going to limit your acceleration and traction, not by a lot, but just by a little bit. It's inspired by the Aston Martin 177, so it's more of like a luxury sports car rather than just like all-out competitive performance. But if you want to buy it, $695,000 purchase price, it's worth buying. With all that being said, though, we are going to be wrapping everything up right here. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys did want to enjoy, or if you just found the information helpful, a like rating would be very much appreciated. It helps out the channel a lot. Consider subscribing to the channel if you are new and you want to see more GTA 5 online content just like this. Also, feel free to check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, specifically twitch.tv/HazardusHDTV for more GTA Online money grinding live streams. I also have a brand new businesses ranking video releasing in the next few hours. So if you're around later this morning, you know, call it 11 a.m. Central Time, thereabouts, definitely check out that video because it'll be the second one I post today, and I'm not sure if it'll do super good or impact the long-term performance of it, but I need to get that video out ASAP. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios, amigos.